welcome to my channel. I'm Larisa, a Romanian-based artist, and this is my second video on this channel. The topic of this video it will be to discuss a little bit about Inktober and to go through the first episode of a 3-episode series. Inktober is a well-known challenge that happens each year in October. In the last couple of years, I struggled with finishing the challenge, so the last year I thought that it's a good idea to create my own prompt list with Romanian characters from our folklore. Sadly, similar with the previous years, I wasn't able to finish the challenge, but I didn't want to give up, so I saw an opportunity to try with a new medium, gouache, and complete the list with medium, with ink and colored pencils. I think the experiment was a successful one, but I'll let you decide. This episode is the first part of the 3-episode series, as I mentioned before. I hope you'll have fun, find new exciting things about Romania and enjoy. Padurii is one of the most famous Romanian characters, and she is the wife of Father of Forest. Her personality has two different directions. She can be a beautiful young woman similar to a fairy that takes care of the kids that are lost in the forest and misleads the lost adults. Or she is an old, ugly lady with disheveled hair and big eyes who kills the mad people and gets revenge on the ones that are living near the forest. Let's try to keep the benevolent spirit of Muma padurii and draw her as a forest protector. Today's theme is Miorita. Miorita ballad is perhaps the most eloquent Romanian folk poem ever created, summing up the essential beliefs of this nation. 3 shepherds from 3 different Romanian regions are going with their sheep in the mountains. The Moldavian shepherd is wealthier, so the others, full of envy, devise a plan to kill him and steal his flock. But Miorita, the most faithful sheep of the Moldavian shepherd, hears the plans and prevents her master. The conversation between them is very emotional, and Miorita asks the shepherd to take immediate measure to protect himself. Miorita name is the Romanian diminutive for sheep. Miorita is a fabulous character endowed with miraculous power, signifying on a mythical level the perfect communion between man and animal, and on a fundamental level the ideal harmony between the shepherd and his job. Sometimes I think that Romanian folklore is a little bit dark, but I will let you judge at the end of the challenge. So today's character is Strigoi. Strigoi is the soul of a dead roaming the earth because he did not manage to find peace after that. Strigoi brings illness, death for loved ones, hell, and calamities. According to Romanian mythology, Strigoi has ginger hair, blue eyes, and two hearts. He or she can leave its physical body at night and transform into an animal or a tiny spark of light that can be seen flying through the air. You can be doomed to hunt the earth as a strigoi if cats walk over your corpse, or if you are filled with pain and regret and you will turn into a cat or a dog after death, then return in the second life as a strigoi. To get rid of a strigoi, a wine bottle must be buried next to the grave, then 6 weeks later have to be exhumed and relatives should drink that wine. Piercing a body with a needle will prevent the strigoi from leaving the grave. Ielele are feminine mythical creatures in Romanian mythology with unknown roots. Some say they are daughters of moons, and others say they are Alexandru Macedon's daughter. Often they are described as virgin fairy with great seductive power over men, with magical skills and attributes similar with nymphs. Iele are not solitary creatures, coming in group of 3 or 7, gathering in the air where they can fly with or without wings. They are young, beautiful, voluptuous, immortal. Their frenzy causing delirium in onlookers, and with sometimes with a little bit of bad temper, but not necessarily evil. Their presence and their dazzling play should never be enjoyed by the human eyes. But if you are unlucky and dare to listen to their song and watch their beauty, you will lose your voice. Last character of this week is Zmeu, which in English translation means kite. Zmeu is predominantly a strong male character that is able to face the vainest fighters for justice. He consistently embodies the villain, a character that is never accurately portrayed. I draw Zmeu more like a kite to sweeten the rough characteristics of his personality. Even though it is an antagonistic masculine force, he is a polymorph who can shift between the animalistic rage to eat human flesh to the desire to be loved by the kidnapped princesses. Enjoy! It's October again, and for this Inktober I've created my own Romanian folklore list, so let's explore. Today's topic is Balaur, a folklore character resembling with a dragon. Balaur has wings, claws, and sharp fangs, described as a danger hunter on any terrain. It represents the evil, being strong, weak, and cruel, and in many accounts possessing a human-like voice and the ability to speak and reason. Balaur evolves from a snake that hasn't accomplished its mission on Earth, that is to bite anyone for 12 years. While in underground and isolation, it will grow legs and wings. Only two heroes can defeat him, Făt Frumos, who is the Romanian hero, and St. George, the Dragon Slayer. Today's prompt is Papa Dochia. I grew up thinking that the old Dochia has been a good character connected with the rival of spring. Opposite to this belief is her legend. Baba Dochia had a son who married a beautiful woman with whom Dochia disagreed. She got madly furious, so she decided to give a lesson to her new daughter-in-law. On a cold winter day, Baba Dochia gave the girl a ball of black wool and asked her to go to the river to wash the wool until it turns white. The young girl realized that whitening is an impossible task, but she still went to the river. Her hands repeatedly began to bleed, but the wool remained black. Suddenly, a strange man came close to her and gave her a beautiful red flower, saying that if she puts the flower into the water, the wool will turn white, and that's exactly what happened. Seeing the flower, Baba Dochia believed that the spring had already come, so she hurried to take her ship up to the mountains. She took 12 coats on her, but as she was climbing the mountains, the weather began to be warmer and warmer, and each day she got off one coat until the 12th day, when she remained only in the blouse. But cold wind started to blow. Then Baba Dochia, as well as her ship, got frozen. Paparuda is an old agrarian divinity of the Romanian mythology and the Romanian goddess of rain. In the Romanian folklore, Paparuda is represented as a girl wearing a skirt made of dainwort or burdock leaves. Paparuda was accepted in all of the regions of the country except Bucovina and Maramureș. She was, and in some places still is, celebrated by the Romanian of Banat, Hungary and Moldavia. In order to please the god of rain, the local people created a special rain dance that was usually practiced on the third Thursday after the Whitsuntide, as well as during season of prolonged drought. Most of the time, this ritual is performed by young boys and girls no younger than 14 years old. Today, we have different interpretation of the original song, and I linked one in the description. Solomonar is a Romanian wizard believed to be the master of the weather, causing rain, thunder, or hailstorm, and being able to ride the Balaur. They were not supernatural creatures, but rather humans who learned special abilities. They lived like Aztecs away from the civilized world, and sometimes they are said to actually live on the other realm. In early times, the Solomonar were considered benevolent, but as Christianity began to supplement early beliefs, the Solomonar started to be perceived as evil. A Solomonar is tall, red-haired, with red eyes, wearing a long white robe. When not helping the devil, they are most often seen around begging for alms, and the collected coins are then thrown into the rivers as offering to the water spirit. The content of their magic bags includes instruments such as an iron axe used as a lightning rod and a book of wisdom which contain all the knowledge, and it is the source of their power. Pacala is a Romanian folklore character known for his intelligence and humor, hidden under his naivety and simplicity, often playing the fool. His name comes from the Romanian apacali, in translation to fool. In Romanian literature appear several anecdotes about Pacala by authors such as Ion Creangă and Ioan Slavici. One of the funniest stories is Pacala and the door. Once he was in a hurry to leave the home together with his brothers. When he left the house, Pacala took the door and started carrying it since they asked him to shut it down.